stop. Y'all already know I gotta give y'all a little bonus video because I did skip a day of 12 days of story time. So it's technically still Christmas. Christmas doesn't end till January 6th, which is the Epiphany. If you guys are not aware, my birthday is January the 5th. Shout out to all the Capricorns because that is the best season. I mean, what other zodiac starts and ends the year? I'll wait. All right. For those of you guys who've been asking what I want for my birthday or what I want for Christmas, I do have an Amazon wish list that does remain in all of the comment sections of all my videos on all 3 of my channels. Make sure you guys just head there if you want to send me anything. Make sure you guys just head there if you want to send me anything. Absolutely no obligation whatsoever. Just for those of you guys who want to send me anything, it is deeply appreciated if you do in advance. I might be taking a little break from this channel because, again, my birthday, and I did just give y'all 12 straight days of story times. So I want to give you guys time to catch up if you have not watched all the videos yet. If you are currently watching this video, I do ask that you subscribe, you like, you share, and most importantly, you leave me a comment down below. There are way too many of you guys that are just watching. Y'all not commenting. Y'all not liking. And it's very much so hurting my feelings, okay? And for more support, of course, join the Patreon. Thank you. Join the Patreon. Tomorrow, I am going to be having a vision board workshop. Please join if you are interested. Everything you need is going to be linked down below. And yeah, as you guys can see by the title, again, y'all thought we were finished? Just because Ricardo moved out don't mean we're not going to have no more stories, okay? If you guys don't remember, I did say we're going back to the beginning of Ricardo's fucking bullshit and Ricardo's shenanigans, okay? So I did tell you guys that everybody in my family everybody in my family does hate Ricardo. And people have been telling my mother to kick Ricardo out of the house for a very long time now. It's to the point where I feel like a lot of people have kind of ignored my mom and haven't checked in on my mom and how he's treated her in a sense, specifically because everybody's like, well, we told you to kick him out. I feel like that's the general consensus everybody has. And I can't really blame them for that because I'm not even gonna lie. If I was in their shoes, I probably would have did the same thing. So one of the main situations that happened that had everybody just side-eyeing Ricardo and literally writing him off was this situation right here. This title is not clickbait. This genuinely did happen. And this is one of the very big situations, except for the main ones that I started this channel with when it came to talking about Ricardo, that really put a really big damper on Ricardo and my mom's relationship. Okay, so Ricardo started dating this woman in a neighborhood. We're going to have to give this woman a very serious alias, okay? So we're going to call this lady... We're going to call this lady Vice. That's it. We're going to call her Vice. Now, Vice is known as a neighborhood thought. And not just any type of neighborhood thought. She's known to have diseases, incurable diseases. She's known to have kids that she does not take care of. She's known to have kids that not only that she does not take care of, but that she just drops off whenever, wherever. Her kids are known to just roam around the neighborhood with no parents. No supervision, no nothing. It's actually very, very sad. Like, I've had friends that have said they've just seen her kids roaming around the streets and they just taking them in to make sure they didn't get hurt. Like, it's actually very deplorable. Like, she has kids in the system. So like she just keeps having kids to keep getting taken away. And when they're not taken away, they just end up on the street. I kid you not. This is a true fucking story. Vice is literally my parents' age. Okay. She's older, like definitely like in her 50s. Ricardo's like in his 40s. This is how you know Haitians are definitely sexist and don't make any sense. A woman can date a man that's literally 20 years her senior and nobody bats an eye, nobody says anything's wrong. But if a man dates a woman that's 20 years his senior, they're like, oh, what the hell does a man want with a woman that age? It's very strange because that's exactly what people kept saying to Ricardo. People were like, oh, well, she's mad old for him. I honestly feel like the reason people kept saying that to him was her reputation. But now that I think about it, I know a good few women that are dating men that are younger than them and they're hiding it. Or they just don't tell anyone about it because they don't want anyone to judge them. And it's like, people are just assholes. It's like, yo, Haitians are so fucking hypocritical. But anyhow, Ricardo starts dating this woman, and it's getting a lot of buzz. Personally, I didn't know too much about it. Like, I kind of heard about it in passing. My parents didn't like it. My parents were kind of embarrassed by it because the thing is, my parents are known as good people. They're known as people that don't tolerate no bullshit. And they're known as being responsible for Ricardo, even though Ricardo's a grown-ass man. We all know how it works in the Haitian community. If you don't know, now you know. Technically, you're still seen as a kid to all the elders. Yes, Ricardo's grown-ass is still seen as a kid, just like me. Yeah, people are looking at my parents like, how could you let Ricardo get with this big-ass woman, this grown-ass woman, this hoe-ass woman that don't even have custody of her kids? And when she does, she's letting them, like, roam out the streets like they're fucking dogs. So it was a very huge point of contention. And it got to a point where my mom got in a heated argument with Ricardo and was like, oh, why would you even get with Vice? Like, she's not even, like, in your league, and she's this, she's that. You know, she has diseases, and I'm not going to put this lady business out there, whatever the case may be. Let's just say that she had, again, incurable diseases, okay? So it gets to a point where I come over my parents' house, right? So at this point, I done moved out. I came to my parents' house, and I see Ricardo's face is literally swollen, black and blue. And well, I'm telling you, like, bruh, Ricardo looked borderline unrecognizable. It looked worse than the strip club debacle. If you guys didn't watch Ricardo getting beat up at the strip club, Storytime, he looked bad. But it was like on some, like, a little busted lip, a little black eye. Yeah, I know that's serious, but, like, this was really bad. It was so bad I didn't even ask what the fuck happened. And one thing about me, I'm a bitch, okay? I'm a Capricorn. You know, we funny as hell. We sarcastic. I didn't even say nothing to him. I went straight to my mom like... And my mom was like, petite. And I said, she said, child, si m'te di ou tout din sa ka pase la. If only I told you the drama that was going on. And I'm like, damn, what did I miss? Now, this saga is a saga, child. Like, it is just nuts. So for what I understand, because mind you, all I knew is he was dating this woman. She was twice his age. And I thought that was that. And I knew her reputation. That's all I knew about. But apparently, this woman had a whole boyfriend. Okay? And he was a gangster. A well-known gangster. From another county. That don't play that shit. That county shoots first and asks questions later. And I only know that because back in the day, I used to date a dude from that county. And I ain't gonna lie, that was probably one of the first men I ever dated where I actually listened to him because I thought he would shoot me, bitch. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. God rest his soul because he did die. That's how serious those motherfuckers are in that county. Like, if you beef with them, they gonna beef forever. Like, they're really like, if they say they want your head, they want your head. And I'm gonna get into that. So this woman had a whole boyfriend, but she was messing with Ricardo. And Ricardo didn't give a fuck. Ricardo also has a really bad gambling problem. So he's in every gambling spot in Elizabeth, okay? So apparently he went to a gambling spot and he ended up meeting this girl's boyfriend, okay? He just happened to be there. And they ended up getting in an exchange. He was talking shit to the nigga. The nigga didn't like that shit, but the nigga stayed calm. They end up doing some sort of game, you know, jouet, whatever, gambling game. You know how they be having jouet. I don't know how bullet or all these jouet work. From what I heard, there's jouet and there's bullet, two different things. So they end up doing a jouet, a game or whatever, and Ricardo ends up getting belligerent, gets drunk, and gets disrespectful, and he basically takes everything off the table. Like, he takes all the money. It could have been some sort of poker game. I don't even know, y'all. Correct me, clarify down below, but all I know is there was money on the table. Ricardo got mad disrespectful and got belligerent, and he took all the money on the table, including the dude's money. And the dude was like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Give me my shit back. Ricardo was like, bitch, no. Like, literally just like that. Like, he called him a bitch and he said no. Nigga said, nigga, what? And started beating the shit out of Ricardo. You would think that Ricardo is just tired of getting his ass beat, because apparently this is not the first time he got his ass beat. Obviously, the strip club, there's been other altercations that they're now starting to tell me about these stories, and there's some that they told me after that I completely forgot about that. Hopefully I remember. So now that we're going back to the beginning of things, I'm like, oh yeah, this did happen. Oh yeah, that did happen. Oh yeah. So it's like, yup, yeah, at this point, this is probably like Ricardo's third or fourth time getting his ass beat. So he gets his ass washed. And this nigga's like, I will beat your ass next time I see you. And every time I see you, I'm going to beat your ass. Better yet, when I see you, you better be lucky I don't kill you. Kunya. Word on the street is there's a hit out on Ricardo. So my mother's telling me this. And I'm just like... So Ricardo got his ass beat again. That's all I heard through the whole thing. Like, who is this dude? So they told me who the dude was. I was like, I don't know who he was. I was like, where is he from? They told me the city. I said, oh, hell the fuck no. Because again, I dated a dude from this city. I know that county was. I said, no. Ricardo got a hit from there. Child. So from what I hear, him and the girl break up. So I'm thinking, okay, it should soften the blow. They broke up, whatever. So I come the next week. And my mom's like, you know what? Ricardo, up to you. Ricardo came, I swear to God, Ricardo came here to kill me. Ricardo was sent here to fuck my life up. Ricardo was sent here to ruin me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She was like, Ricardo's bitch came here at 4 in the morning. I was like, 4 in the morning to do what? Ricardo's bitch came to my parents' house at 4 in the morning to put a plate for Ricardo. Okay, all my Haitians already know what put a plate is. Before all my non-Haitians, Ricardo came to my parents' house at 4 in the morning to complain about Ricardo, saying that Ricardo saw her going to the club around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and started to harass her, allegedly sexually harass her, violently harass her, one, both, all, whatever the case may be. And grabbed her up while he was drunk. Scared her, all this extra shit. She ain't know what to do. So she ran to my parents' house to complain about it. My dad was coming from work at the time. And he used to get off work literally at like 2 a.m. So he'd be up till like 6 a.m. So my dad answered the door at that 4 a.m. She tells my dad everything. This is my dad. I think you need to talk to my wife about that. That's her family. You can come back in about an hour. That's when she wakes up for work. Swear to God. I was like, what? Yo, my dad's not shit. My dad's, oh, you looking for my wife. I ain't got nothing to do with this. That ain't my family. Yo, this bitch literally came back at fucking like 5, 6 o'clock for my mom. Crying, doing all of this hoopla shit. Oh, Ricardo's crying. My thing is, who comes to somebody's house at like 4 o'clock in the morning? Anyway, she tells this whole story. She does all this hoopling, hollering, and crying. And you guys probably like, where the fuck is Ricardo? Nobody knows. Out probably harassing more women in the fucking street. I'm listening to the story like, Ricardo must be out of his flipping fucking mind. That is absolutely disturbing and disgusting. Why would you in your right mind go and sexually harass or violently harass? Like, why would you go and grab up somebody in the middle of the street like that? Especially your ex, whose nigga just basically broke your jaw the other day and threatened to kill you. So at this point, now I'm really hearing like, this nigga knows where he lives, which is my parents' fucking house. This nigga's really coming after him. And like, dead ass, this nigga's part of a gang. And I'm like, yo, now you putting my parents in danger, you fucking bitch. And there's nothing I could do because I really don't know this nigga. And you fucking deserve it. But if anything happens to my parents, I swear to God, I'm going to kill you myself. I'm going to cut your head off with my machete. My parents apologize on Ricardo's behalf. They try to find the dude to no avail, But apparently, I guess the message reaches him that I guess they apologize. I don't know, Haitian community. I don't know how that happened, but apparently the dude ended up finding out who my parents were, and they realized like, oh, okay. He realized like, oh, okay, well, I know them, or I know of them. Grapevine Haitian shit. There's like, oh, those are good people. I know who they are. You know what? Since that's their, family or whatever, I'm gonna cool off because I know they're good people. But like on some real shit, I know for a fact that Ricardo ended up getting beat up by that nigga again off some other shit. But it's just like, Ricardo has consistently put my family in some shit, had hits put out on niggas. Like, come on now. Like, we had a whole hit put on us because of him. Like, come on. Like, imagine. And niggas know where we live. Like, child. So, they did end up breaking up. He ended up really beefing with my mom over that. Like, because after that situation, he ended up getting in another argument with my mom. And he was like, oh, if you say that she has STDs again, I'm going to tell her. And I'm going to make her call the police on you because you can't go around spreading rumors. Everybody knows she has STDs, Ricardo. Everybody. She's known to burn a lot of people. Figuratively and literally. What are you talking about? Even if that was the case, you're talking about put you in jail. Maybe she could get sued, but not jail. Niggas always saying dumb shit. Niggas think when it comes to America, they could just put niggas in jail for everything. Like, shut your bitch ass up. Ricardo and my mom have had like long-standing issues for a long time. Even after that, they didn't necessarily stop talking, but you could tell the relationship was like strained. One, my mom kind of lost like a lot of respect for him after that because, mind you, he was dating the mime too. He was dating the mime. Okay, aka his ex-wife that he beat the fuck up while he was dating Vice. Okay, this old ass lady with STDs. I would hope Vice didn't get. I would hope that the mime didn't get no STDs, but that shit is nuts. And then you gonna sit there and talk about something. You want to put my mom in jail because she's basically warning you, saying that she got STDs. Like, come the fuck on, bro. Like, I don't know. Comment down below if you knew that someone had STDs. And they were dating your friend, would you tell them? Because I feel like I would. I actually got in a situation like that where I didn't necessarily tell them like, oh, that bitch got STDs. You better watch out. I basically like hinted like, oh, be careful because, I want you to be careful with this person. Like, and apparently it got back to the person that I told them to be careful. And they were like, oh my God, you told them my business. I was like, no, I didn't. I just told them to be careful. I don't know. Comment down below. Do you think that you should tell someone that? Because I feel like it's your responsibility to tell them. But if you don't, like, I'm not about to let my person get burned because you don't want to be embarrassed because you're burning and inching. Like, I don't fucking know. But it's crazy because my mother wasn't even being malicious about it. But my mom wasn't saying that. Like, my mom wasn't sitting there saying that. And my mom was like, be careful. Like, she got this, like, don't you know that's what she has? And she's mad old. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you should be out here trying to do something with your life, trying to get these papers at the very least. And he took it as, oh, I'm gonna put you in jail. Stop saying that, trying to defend his bitch that wasn't even his bitch. Yo, bitch is the mime. Child. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed 12 days of story time because I really enjoyed it a lot. This season, I enjoyed actually getting back into the groove of video making. Like, honestly, I'm gonna miss you guys for my little hiatus. I might be back right after my birthday, or probably not. I probably won't even take that long of a break. But I do need to get my life together. I might actually like remake my whole main channel because that shit is stagnant. Of course, we're going to be posting on the Haitian channel, so just head over there. So yeah, I got a lot of new changes coming. Just make sure you guys go on Instagram because that's where I put all my updates. And yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that. Everything you need is going to be linked. Love you guys so very much. Thank you guys so much for walking with me for these past 12 days. And yeah, I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye.